What's going on, guys? Welcome to Freedom Freelance. Break free from the 9 to 5. Today, we're going to talk about creating a portfolio and building your very first website. Let's go. Okay, so like I said in yesterday's video, this is more so for people who are choosing the web design, graphic design, or copywriting niche. Now, you can use this information for yourself if you're going into anything else. And these tips that I'm giving you are things that I've found that work and a lot of other people have found that work, but they're not necessarily going to work for you. So you need to find what's going to work best for you. There's no cut and dry sort of process when it comes to freelancing, because depending on what you want to use as your active income source, that is going to change. So maybe you only want to keep your 9 to 5 for now and start building a passive income on the side, and that's fine too. But if you are choosing the web design, graphic design, or copywriting that does require a portfolio or anything else that requires a portfolio, then this video is definitely going to be for you. And I'm going to show you an easy, cheap way for you to build a website at the end of this video. So building your portfolio. Now the question I get asked a lot is, Steve, how do I build a portfolio for future clients to view when I haven't been hired yet? Well, the answer is simple. You want to build a portfolio based around fake things. So in web design, what you want to take a look at is you want to think about maybe coming up with a couple of fake company names and then building a website around that. Because the key thing here is it doesn't matter if it's a legitimate business or not. You just want to show off your abilities and what you can do for the client. So there's nothing wrong with that. Now when it comes to graphic design, you want to do the same thing. Make up some fake company names, build a couple of logos, maybe build a couple of Twitter headers for yourself, different things like that so you can show off your abilities. And when it comes to copywriting, you don't have to really make anything up. Just pick a topic and write on it. And make sure that you're using the correct formatting when it comes to copywriting. And it's as simple as that. Once you get a few of these fake projects under your belt, then you can start looking for work. And like I said, people aren't going to care if these are legitimate companies that you did these websites for. Some might. I'm not going to say that all are not going to care. Some may care, and they may want to call that company for a reference. That gets a little awkward because you have to explain, listen, I haven't been hired yet. I'm building this portfolio. These are fake companies I came up with. I just wanted to show my abilities. And that's fine. Most of them will understand. Some will say, okay, we'll call you, don't call us. That's when you move on to the next. So there's nothing wrong with this. Just show your abilities to the best of your abilities, and people will appreciate that. Now, let's talk about building your website, because in 2020, most people want to view your work in a website. Now, if you're a web designer, you should already have all of this stuff figured out. You should be able to build your own website. Now, with my stuff, I do web design, but it's not what I focus on Twitter. I focus on graphic design. So I have my own website built out for web design. So if you're doing that, you should be able to build a website similar to mine that is going to show your abilities, because you want to host that website on the host you're going to be using. You want to build it on the platform you're going to be building. You want to code it how you're going to code every other website, or however you are designing. We're going to get into some other web design specific tools later down the road. So that's what you should be doing as a web designer. But if you're a graphic designer, a copywriter, or anything else, we're going to dive into card.co. All right, so this is the homepage for Card. Now, Card is an extremely simple, fully responsive web builder for you. It's going to help you build a landing page for your business. So you can see simple, free, fully responsive one-page sites for pretty much anything, and they really are. So we're going to scroll down here. You can build a one-page site. Now these are strictly only one-page websites. So like I said, if you're a web designer, you may want to go a different route. So basically, you start with a template, as you can see here, or you can start with a blank canvas if you really want to get creative. All of your websites are responsive, and for those who don't know, responsive websites basically means that the website's going to look good no matter what you're on. Whether it's a phone, a tablet, a computer, whatever, the website's always going to look good. And it's totally free. You can use this for totally the cost of nothing. But there are some caveats to that. Like you cannot attach a domain. So, for example, let's go to freedomandfreelance.co. This is a card website that I built. It took me a total of maybe 20 minutes to get everything right. And that's it. That's my one-page website right there. But you can see it's freedomandfreelance.co. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a website that is whatever your website name is, .card.co. So, I highly recommend, if you want your own domain name, that you go over to namecheap.com, and there you can find a domain based on your niche or whatever you want your domain name to be. So let's say your name's Kyle Wilson and you're doing web design. So let's say kylewilsondesign.com. And it's going to search for everything that's available, even though you typed in .com. And it looks like kylewilsondesign.com is not available. You can make an offer to buy it, but it's probably going to cost you quite a bit of money. Now, I'll show you something, because this is why a lot of us Twitter guys go with a .co. .cos are super cheap. You're paying $8 for the year. So, I think I bought mine for like $4 for the year. So, you can see it's extremely cheap. That's why we typically go with the .co. But, back to card. We're going to exit out of Namecheap. We'll talk about that later. So you scroll down. Now here's your optional Go Pro. Now, if you want to upgrade, it's only $9 a year. $9 a year. And you can publish 10 websites on the same account, which is awesome. You can also add different forms using MailChimp, GetResponse, anything like that. You can have the option to have Google Analytics. You don't have to have the Made with Card branding on there. Anything like that. And you get to try Pro for 7 days for free. Perfect. So let's go back up and we're going to hit choose a starting point. I should be already logged in. I think, maybe. Find out. But once you've hit choose a starting point, you're going to be brought to this page. And you're going to be able to view all the different templates that they have available. And they have some really nice templates available. Now, let's say you are wanting to start your portfolio. You're going to hit portfolio, break it down a little bit further, and you just find the one you like. So let's say I like this one. So we're going to, and you have the option to select it or demo it. We're just going to select it because I'm not really going to build anything right now. And there you have it. There's your simple card website all built out for you. And basically, you just tap on the screen wherever you want, and you can change things. So, me personally, I wouldn't go with this kind of salmon-y yellow background. So, I would probably do something along the lines of a white, and I tend to use Twitter blue for a lot of stuff. So, I go for something like that. And then you just hit done. And it's... Guys, it's that easy. It really is. So actually, what I would really want to do, I'll build out a quick website here for you guys. It's not going to be too crazy. So I would go with something like that, honestly. Black and blue. So I can keep this white here. And then you just click on the content that you want to change. See how easy that is? Done. Now, if you want to change the style of the text, like the fonts or anything, you just hit this paintbrush up here and go to Appearance. It's in Source Sans Pro right now. Let's see. Let's find... I really like Beba's new font, for a lot of stuff. And I would probably make that bigger. And we're going to say graphic designer. Done. And it's that simple, guys. I mean, honestly. So all you do is you just go through and you customize everything. So I wouldn't keep the Instagram or the Unsplash or the Twitter or the email. Well, I'd keep Twitter and email there, but I'd get rid of those. And it's as simple as clicking a trash can, guys. Done. And then to add stuff to your gallery for the web designers and graphic designers out there, you just click, upload. Super easy stuff. Super easy stuff. And then when you're done, you just hit save. I'm not going to hit save because I don't want to publish it. But actually I will hit it so I can show you something. So it wants me to create an account because I'm not logged in. But you can see down here, right down here, use a .card.co URL, use a custom domain, or none. You can save it as a draft. You have to have one of the two or it won't go live online. So to use a custom domain, you have to be a pro user. So that's out right now, but that's really, really easy once you purchase from Namecheap to connect it. So that is all about building your portfolio and building a website and getting yourself online so that people can find you. I hope you found this useful. I really would look forward to seeing some of your work and some of your websites. If you wish, if this video helps you, please feel free to send your website over in a message or anything like that. You can email me at freedominfreelance20@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter at StephenThomas09. That's going to be, let's do this, freedominfreelance20@gmail.com. It's going to be my email address. I know that looks like poop, but it's okay. And on Twitter, at StephenThomas09 is where you can find me. Feel free to message me. I'd love to see your websites. I'd love to see your work. And we'll talk to you guys on the next video.